Awesome.
I should do this more often, no?
I think so.
It's nice to connect to you people.
It is.
You know, more than just in the shows. It's nice to be able to actually take questions like this. Know what you're thinking. You know, can I ask you guys some questions now? Is that cool if I ask them questions?
You can.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
The responses will come
Their
through here.
responses
Okay.
are coming here.
I
We'll
want to
switch it
know
up.
what it is that you don't like. Honestly, it's lovely to hear all the things that you guys think are awesome and da-da, but are there things that you don't feel like you're getting? Like, is there any things from the website or things that you memberships or things that shows that maybe you'd like to see different? Some things that you might have a problem with, or things that you think I can improve on?
Charlotte W says nothing.
Oh yeah, Charlotte.
There
You know,
are
Charlotte
nothing.
W is actually my mother. I love you.
Mandy L1 says to 2 or more, which I don't know if that's possible.
Thank you,
One song
Mandy.
They don't like you don't take your clothes off in concert.
They don't like that I don't take my clothes off?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been my thing, you know, is to never to, you know what I think? Maybe it's because I'm a little insecure because I'm 35 years old and I still don't have any hair on my chest. And I think that makes me a little, nothing.
Irish Eyes 547 wants to see you in jeans more. Aren't you in jeans today?
All you ever wear.
That's all I ever wear. I'm wearing jeans. I know on stage though, it's weird because it's almost like a bat costume because you guys are used to seeing me in that thing. But if you hung out with me in my everyday, this is normal.
Yoshi Foxburr wants free candy at every show.
Yoshi, I understand what you're talking about. Free candy. I feel like, honestly now, I feel like I'm asking you guys to vote for me for high school. If you make me president, free candy every day.
They're definitely
And
asking
short
for
Thursdays.
one of these a month. That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
a
one
month.
Ustream a month.
Okay.
What do you think?
You know what? I'm serious. Can I get away with doing it?
Yeah.
Does it
Plan
get
it
boring
out,
to
see.
do it?
No.
No, because you guys, I want to make it special. I don't want you guys to go like, oh yeah, Buble's on the Ustream.
Yeah. Maybe not every month, but every now and
But
then.
okay, I can. You know what? I promise. I promise you, I'm going to do this more often.
How do the questions compare to the journalists? Like these fan questions, do you get the same questions? Is it?
No, you know what? I think the fan questions sometimes they're you're actually fans. Like you actually like what I do. So the questions come from a different place because sometimes when you talk to the journalists, you're part of their 4 interviews for that day, and they don't do a lot of homework. And then there's other times when you do interviews and the journalists ask really wonderful questions, and it becomes less about question and answer and more about just having a really great, honest conversation. And I learn a lot from a lot of the journalists. And to be honest, I learn a lot from a lot of the critics too, because there's a lot of times when I read a critique and I use it to try to fix my show. I'll look at the critique and I'll say it was well written and I think they were right about this, and a lot of the times I'll agree with a lot of it. I'll think, you know what, I took too long there, I was emotionally a little bit void there, and you learn a lot by talking to people who've been in this business and had a lot of experience.
Cool. Well, let's ask a couple more questions.
Okay.
And then we'll be running short of time.
Okay.
But Daniela Chasso from London wants to know what songs or albums are on your iPod right now. Or your CD player, she said, if you have a CD
okay,
player.
there's a girl named Julieta Venegas who has a song called Limon y Sal. You can find it on iTunes. Julieta, Julietta, Venega, Venaga. I think it's something like that. It's a very sweet song. I like me some Jason Mraz. I like me some Michael Jackson. I like the Killers very much. Got a man crush from Brandon Flowers. What else? I like Jack Johnson. I like listening to Kanye West, especially when I'm running and stuff. I like listening to like Gold Digger and stuff like that with Jamie. You give me money when I'm in need. Yeah, she's a trifling. I don't sound anything like Jamie Foxx there, obviously. And movies. Let's talk about movies.
Yeah, actually, I was just going to ask you about
Yeah,
movies.
because I have some movies for you people.
Okay.
Now that Gene Shalit has retired from the Today Show, I could be I'll grow a mustache. If you don't know who that is, he's an American film critic who's just retired. Some of the great movies that I've watched this year that I've really liked are Kick-Ass. I really like Kick-Ass. Do you know this movie, Kick-Ass? Yes, it's good. There's a movie, I think it's my favorite movie, called Kung Fu Hustle. Awesome. Kung Fu Hustle, check it out. Not a romantic movie any, but very cool. Well filmed, really awesome. Funny and cool. If you're a boy like me, you'll like it. And then, of course, I rented The Notebook for so that we could watch The Notebook. And, God, that Ryan Gosling is so dreamy, hey?
Well, Shelley from Devon in the UK, speaking of that, thinks that you would make a fantastic James Bond.
Really?
Yeah, so if you could be any movie hero or villain, who would you be and why?
When is the last time that James Bond didn't have abs? That's a question I'd like to ask you. Because at this moment in my life, I don't know if I'd make a great James Bond. You know that scene where Daniel Craig comes out of the water and his muscles are glistening? It wouldn't be like that for me. It wouldn't be like that. I just look like a skinny fat guy coming out of the water. Now, I could play a young Seth Rogen. But James Bond, so cool.
So quite the compliment.
Yeah, but muscles are so stupid. They're so overrated. Because if you have big muscles, you're stupid. Like these ones. Yeah. Bond. James Bond. Also, I don't think I could do James Bond because every time I do an English accent, it doesn't work.
The Canadian accent doesn't transfer over to the English accent?
Let me just try the English accent.
Let's try.
Shine your shoes, Governor. Would you like another apple? See?
Doesn't work.
I'm Bond. James Bond. 007.
She's from the UK too, this woman.
Yes, of course she is.
Another woman from the UK.
Oh, yes.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yeah.
This is from Liv from Nottingham in the UK.
Oh, I love Nottingham. Nottingham.
She has a
home of
Michael
Robin
Buble
Hood.
tattoo. And she wants to know if you have any tattoos or if you would ever get any.
I have one
Okay.
in a private place.
Okay. Can't talk about it.
I can't?
I mean, I'm asking.
I
Can
can.
you talk about it?
Sometimes it says Mike. Sometimes it says Michael Stephen Buble III. It's really little writing.
Just depending.
Just depending.
Got it. Another UK. We have lots of fans in the UK here. Sarah Kane lives in London.
Hi, Sarah.
She wants to know what you have for breakfast every morning.
Not a big breakfast guy, Sarah. I usually go to bed on tour at about 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, and that means I wake up at about 2 or 3. So my breakfast is not... I eat a lunch, usually start with the salad, chicken, chili, pizza, whatever is there in catering. On the road, I eat really healthy, actually. I love crab and black bean sauce. Is that weird? Yeah, it's so good, crab and black bean sauce. Try it. If you like, maybe some people don't like crab or shellfish or bivalve mollusks, but I do.
Well, speaking of food, Velda Wong is a Vancouverite, but she lives in England, and she was at your concert at Wembley Arena in October. She really misses Vancouver, and she wants to know what your favorite restaurant is in Vancouver. 2
restaurants. One of them is called Beethoven's. It's a pizza place, the best New York-style pizza. It sounds weird to say, but I haven't even had pizza in New York that is this good. Beethoven's is on Bainbridge and Lougheed in Burnaby. And another restaurant is called, the Burnaby Wonton House. But really, it's a place I call Jenny's. And if you've ever heard me in interviews, it's a little Chinese food place. And the woman who runs it is named Jenny. It's like a mom and pop place. But, it's always full of Chinese people. And Chinese food places are good if they're full of Chinese people. Not to say this, but if they're full of Caucasian people saying, oh, this is Chinese food, it's lovely, then you're going to a crappy place. I'm not being a jerk, but if you sit there and you hear Cantonese and Mandarin, we'll go into that place and order crab and black bean sauce. That's my crab and black bean sauce interpretive dance for you people. No, I'm not drunk.
Well, James Scott wants to know if you could take 3 things to a desert island, what would they be? Don't say rum.
No. 3 things to a desert island. You know what? I'd have to go for one of those little elves that gives you 3 wishes. And the first wish I would wish for was like a house on the island. And then I would wish for never-ending food. And then my 3rd wish, I would wish for 3 more wishes with my 3rd wish. And then I would keep doing it. I would just keep asking for 3 more wishes all the time. And then I would have, basically, I would be the king of the world. And everyone would be singing my songs. And my muscles would be huge. And then I would be James Bond. And have crab and black bean sauce every day. And talk to you guys just like this. Except that we'd be able to smell each other.
Well, back here on the mainland, Amy B wants to know if there's a new artist that you'd like to duet with. Like a new artist today, like in 2010.
Yes, there is somebody. Her name is Duffy.
Love Duffy.
Duffy, I love you. I love you. And if you're out there just hanging, watching this podcast, then I'm yours, kid. I'll sing with you and hang with you, whatever. We can just have coffee, talk about music. I hear you're really a cool person, too. My publicist hung out with her and said she was really cool. Liz Rosenberg said, oh my God, she reminds me of you. And I was like, oh my God, she's awesome. I would love to meet her. I love you, Duffy, in a friend way. I'm getting married. But I love you, unconditionally. She has a great voice, too.
She does.
Really?
Have you heard the new single?
No.
It's really good.
I'm going to go check it out right now.
It's called Well, Well, Well.
Well, 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 Duffy.
Yeah. All right, so the last thing we're going to do here, because we're running out of time, thank you so much for your time.
No,
the
thank
fans
you
are
guys.
going
Thank you
crazy. We'd like to give a very special shout out to one of your biggest fans, Bobby D. He's in Australia. He runs the Daily Buble.
Yep.
Tomorrow is his 50th birthday.
Big 5-0, Bobby.
So if you could give him a quick shout out.
Well, yeah, okay, you know what, Bobby? I know that you had a tough time this year, and, I love you, dude, and we all do. And you've been amazing, keeping us all in the loop, and it's crazy because I don't know what we would do without you, and that's the truth. And you and your wife are class acts, and I know that on behalf of all the fans, I want to say that we hope that you're feeling better every day, and that you're getting stronger. And I hope that you have a wonderful 50th, and that you guys have a great Christmas together. I love you. I thank you. You've been a big part of my life, and I just want to wish you a really happy birthday. And also, if I can say this too, I wanted the chance to say that this Christmas, I've said this before, but I have to say it again. This Christmas, my father surprised me by handing me huge 2 boxes full of Christmas cards that you guys had signed. I went through every single one. They're sitting in my house. I was emotional. I was charged. I couldn't believe that you guys took the time to do it. Birthday, excuse me. I said Christmas, but you made my birthday. It was so cool. Me and Lou sat at my kitchen table and we went through it. You're hilarious. People gave me some crazy stuff from like dollar bills to lottery tickets to hilarious pictures of their animals and all this stuff. You guys are so sweet. I never want to be one of those artists that thinks that they're so great that gets too big for their britches. I'm here because of you. Without you guys, I would just be talking to myself, and I know it. And I appreciate everything that you do. And I'm going to promise you that I'm going to keep it straight. I'm always going to try to keep things affordable. And I'm not going to go off into some weird pop world weirdness, too. I'm going to keep doing what I do. A couple originals, 2-3 originals, and then standards, interpreting, blah, blah, blah. Because, you guys have built me. And you guys have turned me into the brand that I am. And so I'm going to stay true to that. And, try to make you proud.
And I think we'll end it with a comment from Dolce01 who says that she loves you, Michael, and you are the best. So thank you so much for doing this for all your fans.
I love you too, Dolce, and I love you too, Duffy. Thank you, guys. I love you all. And I'll see you guys soon because we're going to do this again and again and again. Thank you.